Hello everyone and welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 69 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. How are you on this fabulous Friday? We've had some strange weather here in New York. We had snow flurries this morning and now the sun is out. So I guess it's anything goes Friday. So today, since it's October 30th, we're at the very end of the month and Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper promotion where there are 15 different papers at 15% off. Hey Christina, so I will be showcasing the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper as well as the Playful Pets Designer Series paper. Hey Nancy, how are you too? So Forever Greenery is one of my favorites, and if you're not familiar with it, it's called Forever Greenery for a reason because most of the papers are all various shades of green. Hey Doris, there is somebody knocking at my house. Hang on a sec. Okay, somebody dropping off their cards. I'm in the middle of my videos. Oh, sorry. All right. Thank you, Angie. Well, I'll have to show you what Angie made. She's dropping off cards for our team swap next week. Give you guys a sneak peek. Ooh, you might not recognize these flowers and dragonflies coming up in the spring catalog. Hey, Philomena. Yes, so I'm doing a swap next week. Well, everybody's getting their cards to me by today or in the next couple of days because I'll be sending them out to everybody next week. But Stampin' Up! Is holding their on-stage virtual convention next week. And to kind of, since we can't all be there together, trying to create some excitement and do things virtually. And that includes a card swap. Hey Philomena, how are you? So yes, so I was showing the Forever Greenery paper and all its fabulous shades of green. We have everything from garden green to the new Just Jade, pear pizzazz, pretty peacock, shaded spruce, and soft seafoam, all in this paper pack. It's beautiful. All right, so let me flip the camera. We'll get started. We're gonna do that card first, and then I've got some fun using the Playful Pets too. Hey Carol. Ooh, yes, I heard Connecticut got quite a bit of snow today. I'm so glad we didn't get too much in New York. Just some little flurries in the air, but nothing stuck. Okay, so there we go. Turn the lights up a little bit brighter. There you go. You've got my October host code, just 2 days left. SQZ9U44W. If you would like to take advantage of that paper promotion, then go ahead and place your order. Use that code. Both of these paper packs, the Forever Greenery and the Playful Pets, are on sale for just $9.78 this month, and they are both 12 by 12 packs as well. Okay, so for the first card, got all our pieces cut here. I am using a Whisper White card base. Hey, Janelle. Whisper White card base, and when I'm doing this, I'm actually using the thick Whisper White cardstock. The thick Whisper White is the same weight as our colored cardstocks. It's a little bit thicker than the general Whisper White that we use to stamp our images on. So I have actually gone ahead and I pre-scored this. The Whisper White, being as thick as it is, you do want to pre-score that so that you don't end up with crack marks, you know, like little crackles or wrinkles around your edges. So this is a half sheet, 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to go ahead and just fold that in. Okay, so quick and simple card. We love these. Then I've pulled in one of my favorite patterns from the Forever Greenery because this has shades of the pretty peacock and so many different colors in there in the Just Jade. And then the back side has this fun watercolor look to it as well. I wish they were on separate pieces because I love both of these designs. But this is 1.5 inches by 5.25. And then I'm going to pull in my little corner punch here. This is the triple corner. Let me give you the official name for this. It's called the Detailed Trio. It is on page 165. So the Detailed Trio does a corner rounder, this pretty little trio there, and then it also has a little oval, mini oval punch on it as well. So we're going to go ahead and round the corners of this. It's such a simple card that rounding opposite corners here actually gives it just a fun little visual detail there. And then we've got just our little bitty corners there. It does not trap them in the bottom. They just come right out wherever you punch them. Okay, so we've got, decide which direction. I think I want my, looks like most of the greenery is growing up, so that's the direction I will stick it on my card. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just put our adhesive on this piece. And then we're going to adhere it 1/4 of an inch from the right side, and should be about 1/4 of an inch from the top and the bottom as well. All right, so that's a nice pop of color. Then I have a layer of Pretty Peacock, and this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And this is going to glue down flat. This makes a great workshop card, actually. And some of you, if you're on my team, probably recognize this. We did this as a team make and take a few months ago when the new catalog came out. All right, so we're gonna adhere that a little more towards the left, so you'll notice the spacing is a little bit different. And then we are coming in with some soft sea foam that's 1/4 of an inch smaller. So this is 2 1/2 by 4. And again, we're gonna glue this down, but we're gonna pull in that corner rounder one more time. Just add a little bit more detail. And you can see there are notches here on this, so you just slide it so that it's square on between both notches and give it a crunch. Okay, so we'll put our adhesive on here. I told you these were quick and easy. Love that. And so for this one, this gorgeous fern die cut, this is the Forever Flourishing dies, and this is the largest of the ferns. It does bundle with the Forever Fern stamp set. I love this. So this is the star of the show. I really wanted that to be the focal point on there, accented by that gorgeous paper. And so we're going to stick this down with some glue dots. You could use liquid glue if you wanted, but I've got my glue dots handy, and we'll just put a couple of these here and there. And all right, let's put one on this bottom leaf too. Okay. Little paper dust. Okay, so right in the center of that. So pretty. And then we need a little bit of a jewel. So I've got my in color enamel dots. We'll add a little Just Jade dot on here as well. We're gonna put that right up here in this rounded corner. This is just kind of draw a little attention to the various shapes we've got going on. And I've got little die cut paper dust. There we go. Now it's nice and clean. And isn't that pretty? What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, Doris. She says, nice color combination. Well, you guys know I like my greeny blues. That Coastal Cabana is my favorite color. However, Just Jade is probably a close second. I like that one as well. Kind of that blue-green, and I think that's why I'm so drawn to this paper pack, but it's so beautiful. All right, so that is the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper, and I'll show you. I actually have one made, showing the opposite side of the paper. The back side of this was that pretty, like I said, on a larger piece. So we had this really pretty leafy design in the back side with the watercolor stripes. So if you're wondering what the card would look like that way, then I've got one already made with the stripes. What do you guys think? Which do you prefer? Do you like the leaves or the stripes? Either way, I think it's a really pretty card. Okay, so you guys can let me know which you prefer there. And then in the meantime, we'll grab our Playful Pets papers here. Now this is a fun paper pack. It coordinates. We have the Pampered Pets stamp set. They have dies that cut out the little cats and dogs. Yes, this paper is so much fun. You can cut out the different pets in here. There's little dog bones and bowls. I mean, isn't that cute? The backside says, woof, wag, play, love, bark, dig, chase. That's for the dog. And then there's little fishes, little fishies for the cats. Look, little animal hair pattern there. I mean, who's a pet lover that does not have pet hair somewhere? And of course, there's little paw prints and hearts. Yeah, so many fun different patterns here. Carol said she liked the leaves better, but both were pretty. All right, thank you, Carol. Yeah, I have to say, I think I like the leaves best too. Okay, so for this fun pattern, we are pulling in, I've got a little fun fold card for you here. So I've got some real red cardstock. Again, the half sheet is 5.5 by 8.5. But this time I've gone ahead and we're going to fold it in half as usual. But then, okay, flip this back over. Now you're going to take that top flap and then bend it back about halfway. So I scored it. If you want it on the 11-inch side, you're going to, excuse me, on the I can't talk today. On the 8.5-inch side, the long side here, you're going to score it at 1 3/4. So score it 1 3/4 and then 4 1/4. Okay, and then you've got this fun fold here. Hey Ashley, how are you? So for this card, I've taken a panel of Whisper White that is 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll stick this. This will be the inside of the card, but it's going to, you're also going to have this like peekaboo effect because you can see it even when the card is shut. So I took the little Playful Pets dies here, and there is this one little die that's got 3 paw prints, and it's the cutest little thing. Isn't that fun? So I die cut those little paw prints in the lower right corner, so that when I put my adhesive on here, and then we just kind of go around your prints a little bit. Okay. So then when we do this, you've got those paw prints that do a cute little peekaboo. So even when the card is closed, you can still see the paw prints peeking out. Oh, Ashley, yes, I'm doing great. Thank you. Okay, so this is a fun one where we can show both sides of the paper. So in this case, I'm doing a little cat card, and we're using on one side, we've got these little cat toys, the feathers and the fishies and the little mouse and the ball of yarn. And on the back side, it's the little kitty phrases, love, jump, meow, purr, snooze, all those good things. And yes, my Ziggy, she was a snoozing for most of the day. She finally just got up here. She must have been chilly. She curled up in a tight little ball on the bed, just sleeping the day away. All right, so these strips are 1.5 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to place the colored design, the little print patterns here on this top flap, and then on the outer one here, we're going to do the opposite side. So I'll put my adhesive on the cat toy page. And then I'm going to put this towards the outer edge. So we'll have 1/4 of an inch top and bottom and that left edge, so that when this folds back, you can still see that second pattern peeking through. So isn't that fun? It's a neat way to showcase both sides of your patterned paper. Love that. All right, so this design, I've also pulled in a scalloped circle. This is from the Circles dies. And then I've got a stitched circle, which is from the Stitched Shapes Framelits dies. Okay, so we're going to adhere these two together. And that way we have this cute little scallop peeking out behind the stitched circle there. Okay, isn't that cute? And then from the paper, like I said, there's so many different shapes, different animals, different pets. And so what I've done is I've actually cut them. I mean, I love it. You even have a grumpy cat on here. All these fun different designs, different kinds of dogs, all of that. And so you can take your paper snips, trim around them. The dies do work on some of the sheets. So the dies work on the little Scotty dogs, the one that reminds you of Lady and the Tramp there. And the dies also work on this cat page for this little cat here too. You can die cut the images right out of the paper. But for the other ones that don't have dies, it's not too hard to just take our little snips and just trim around them. Just gently trim. We don't have to get right in there between both whiskers, but just kind of, okay, I'm gonna trim that right off. That makes it a little bit easier. Come in here with the, I should have made one of these cards yesterday. I think yesterday was Cat Day. I should have posted a picture of Ziggy, but I didn't find out until later. But if you are a cat owner, then you know every day is Cat Day, because cats rule the house. Ziggy thinks she is a princess. But you guys don't know what that's like, right? Our pets become our babies. That's for sure. I never thought I would be a pet parent like that. I grew up on a farm, so we had barn cats and things, but we never really had pets, you know. We didn't have animals that were allowed in the house. They had a barn to sleep in. So it is funny that over the years, being married to my husband, he grew up in a family with cats. And so now we have Ziggy. All right, let's just kind of trim some of this off. I'll go in here and neaten that up a little bit. Okay, get that little piece of scrap done. I'm gonna just trim in here at an angle to get those little pieces between the paws. Hey, Mom, forget the rabbits. Yeah, but the rabbits weren't allowed in the house either. We did have mini lops for a little while. But yes, they had their own little barn. Janelle has puppy babies, and she takes them to the groomer. I saw your pictures on Facebook, Janelle. Your puppies are so cute. They go to the groomer and get styled and all dressed up. Nancy says, cats rules, dogs drool. And what did you say here? She says, for the first time in many years, she doesn't have a cat to own me. Yes, that's right, they own us. But dogs are great companions. Aww. Let's see, what else have we got here? Yes, Doris agrees. Cat day is every day. Okay, let's see. Just about done here. Just trim this up just a little bit more. Okay, so that's kind of fun. I'm gonna just trim just a little bit in between. All right, then we'll take a couple of dimensionals. So this is a fun way that you can use whichever pets you prefer on your card here. So we'll put the cat kind of centered on our card there, and we can even cut out this little mouse. And as you guys hear, Ziggy's making her commentary. Now that she's awake, she's deciding that perhaps it should be playtime and I should let her outside. We'll cut out this cute little mouse. This is the only kind of mouse that's cute because it's not alive in my house. We live peacefully with most critters. However, I must say, we have a skunk that somehow got, there's Ziggy. We have a skunk that got in our, somehow it got in the ductwork of our heating or somewhere in there, and it got between the basement ceiling and the floorboards of our house, and it sprayed. It was last Saturday. It's been almost a week, and thank goodness our house doesn't stink anymore, but it still stinks in the basement. And so if there is a critter that I could live without, it's a skunk. They're happy to be outside and stay as far away as they can keep their stink from me. But I don't like it when they come inside. Oof. Man, that's like the worst smell ever. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp something on here. There's this cute little stamp here that says, "Hope your day is a real treat." I think that would fit nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that in some basic black as well. And I guess I'll just center this. Isn't that cute? This is such a fun suite here. Okay, so before I glue this down, I'm gonna use dimensionals, but there's a cutest little ribbon pack in here. This is the Playful Pets Trim Combo Pack. So you get some basic black and Baker's black and white twine. And then you get this little itty bitty 1/8 red ribbon with the white stitching. And then check out the little trinkets with these. There are little hearts and dog bones. They're so cute. So I think we'll use a heart on this one. Yeah, these are really cute. And let's go ahead. I'm going to take this twine and wrap it here around this front flap. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna want my ribbon towards the top. So we'll go ahead and just tie a knot in this. Keep it a little bit longer there. All right, so I'm gonna have this overlap, got caught on my ring there. All right, keep these up here. And then when we're putting on our little circle here, we wanna make sure that we only put our dimensionals on this half of the card that is, whoops, it's stuck to my finger. Half the card that will be adhered to this flap, because if we go over too far, then it doesn't really work. You don't have that fun effect. And if we put them on this side, then it will just glue the card shut. We don't want to do that either. Okay, so we just put a trio of dimensionals here on the side that's going to stick to that top flap. So get our ribbon out of the way. And then line this up here. Okay. And then, and plus that helps to hold that ribbon in place too. That keeps it pretty secure. Then you still have that fun fold there. And then we can take the twine and slip it through. Let's see, this one is pretty close. There we go. It just pokes through. Okay. Pokes through there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and knot that again so that we can keep that cute little charm on there. Okay, so keep that where it's supposed to be. And actually, I'm gonna take a little glue dot too. Use a glue dot. I'm going to use my snips. Like I said, don't pick your glue dots. You don't want a boogie on your finger. But in this case, I need to remove a dot so I can stick it just underneath that trinket so that it peeks out where I want it to. There we go. Then I can trim this a little bit more. And now that it's knotted, you could even unravel that a little bit. Just kind of pull that apart. Fray the edges some. Like the cat got a hold of it, right? Cats and ribbon. Ziggy's always getting into my ribbon. She loves to play with it. But yeah, you can unravel that a little bit. And then you've got this cute little fun fold. Hey, Sue, how are you? Yeah, isn't that cute? So we have our Playful Pets little fun fold peekaboo card here. And of course, you still have room to write your message in there. There's just a little die cut paws and a little bit peeking through. So you've got lots of room for your message in there. And then we had our, what did I do with it? Then we had our Forever Greenery fern cards. So I love these. I love our designer series paper. You guys know that I use a lot of different papers on the cards that I make, and I've been trying to showcase some of the various papers here over this past month. And I didn't want you to miss out on the Forever Greenery. I do have several videos on my YouTube channel over the past few months with additional ideas for the Forever Greenery. And then, yes, here we use this fun Playful Pets. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you'll give this fun fold a try as well. And have a fabulous Friday. Love you guys. Take care.